Mio versus Hozoin. I can never pronounce that. I'm bad at pronouncing things, but these two are good at playing the game. Let's see them play the game well. We've got a few feints, a few lights. A nice heavy from CaptnAdler there. Mia's heavy, one of my favourites in the game. It always messes with people's heads, that little backdash. It's so fun. Another one, he feints it a couple times that time, but this time Danilo was able to space it correctly. CaptnAdler lands one of Mio's dashes and then strikes her as she's coming in for that heavy. That was nicely done, exactly Hozoin's style. Strike them, like impale them on the end of your spear, and lands another one after CaptnAdler mistimes a parry. A couple feints, a couple mind games going on there. It's 1-1. Back dash in, Mio style, and a forward dash in, and a heavy but perfect parried by Danilo, who punishes with another light, bringing him to a match point. That was really nicely done. Nice defensive play. Let's see if CaptnAdler can get in his head a bit more, can start to shake things up, and to break down that brick wall, or that spear, that pike wall. Danilo's not making it easy. He's like throwing these lights out constantly. It's a constant barrage of attack that CaptnAdler's keeping having to be aware of. He's keeping throwing those parries. Oh, but he parries a Mikazaki. That's Hozoin's move he does from parry and gets landed with his own dash attack from CaptnAdler. That was really nicely done. Squaring up this, a match point match for both players. Oh, a nice heavy, just edges out the edge of the range of that spear and throws a nice heavy to counter. Beautiful. That's 1-0. Alright, let's see who can adapt, who can change, who can keep their opponent guessing. Nice heavy, which was parried. That was difficult parry. Oh, but a perfect parry from CaptnAdler. He lands a dash, but then gets stabbed by. That's Hozoin's forward dash attack. Is that little sort of pike thrust he does, where he just puts the spear in the way of the opponent. Both players are not committing to anything, throwing a few feints. They're not committing because they're scared of that. Both of them are expert at perfect parrying at the minute. Danilo's managed to perfect parry a heavy. Oh, they've managed to engage in some clashes. That's another way of being defensive in this game, is you can attack into your opponent and hope for that clash. But Danilo takes it, and he's looking more confident in this round. It's 2-0. Match point for him. He lands a heavy on the way. Sorry, a light on the way in. It's dangerous. Oh, but Captain lands another light of his own. That's Mio's light, which is quite slow, quite difficult to land. So he had to really place those two precisely. That was nicely done. Dashed in and got the job done. And nice. Baits out the light this time and punishes perfectly with a heavy. And we're squared up again for another match point. We're making it a co-main event to remember. Nice dash. Nice dash again. Just as Danilo was throwing the feint there. Interrupted with that fast little dash attack of Mio's, and it's 2-0 now for CaptnAdler. It's first to 5, so it's still anybody's game, but it looks, if it becomes 3-0, then it's more of a mountain for Danilo to climb. So let's see what he can do. Oh, gets perfect parried by Gormon's. That's like what Gormon loves to do, is perfect parry and then land that heavy. His parry lasts quite a long time, and his heavy's a really good punish off it most of the time. Nice dash in, nice couple of spears. Sorry, a couple of kunai. Oh, but gets Mikazaki. Too caught up his own smoke. Let's see what's around here. 3 parries, a few feints. Captain Dash is really close in there. Gets past the tip of the spear, but on the way out gets caught by the Mikazaki again. And Danilo's at match point again, just like it was last round. Can Captain come back again? He's picking up a big wall of smoke here. He's trying to throw off his opponent. Oh, nice. Throws the heavy, but just out of range, but it's okay. He doesn't get punished. And Danilo's just barraging with all of Hozoin's lights. He does not want to be hit by that heavy. And nice, he actually, a couple of them land, interrupting Goemon after he throws his own heavy, whiffs the range on it a bit. And Danilo takes his first. Still anyone's game now. It's an interesting switch here from CaptnAdler. He was doing okay as as Mio, but maybe he just wanted to try Gomon, see if he could shake things up a bit. We might see him go back to Mio later if this Gorman experiment doesn't work out. Yeah, he's just sort of whiffing the range slightly on that heavy attack and gets countered by Hozoin's Mikazaki. Gets stabbed on the way in, but nice parry and nice kunai on the way out. That was nicely done, but that's the thing. Hozoin's just going to keep trying to stab you with that spear. So if you want to be in his face and parrying, you've got to be like really ready to parry, because he's just going to poke you to death all the time. Or ready to parry or ready to kill him with something. Interesting. So CaptnAdler plays Hozoin this time. Danilo has switched to Yasuke. They clash. Oh, nice. There was a nice couple of mind games from CaptnAdler there. He landed a light, then did a parry. Looked like he was going to Mikazaki, forced a parry from Danilo, and then landed the dash, which like cancelled into the dash, which finished him off. Lots of mind games, lots of feints. Yasuke's feints come out pretty fast, and that was a nice perfect parry into Mikazaki. Perfect. Textbook 2 strikes from CaptnAdler, as he's looking to take this round back, take back the initiative of the fight. Nice light, nice dash in. Oh, parry breaker, beautiful. Beautiful. I love that. Whenever you get to see that move work, it's a joyous day. Nice light. Keeping him on the end of the range of that heavy, but ooh, that could have been anyone's. That was really close. But CaptnAdler takes it, and momentum has shifted back into his favor again. 3-2. It's a first to 5. Remember, just still anyone's game at this point. Feints, parries, feints. Oh, nice, and just about feints enough time to get him guessing to land that heavy. And again lands the heavy. He sort of just about when he'd made CaptnAdler panic a little bit, made him forced an input. That's when he landed that heavy. A nice dash in and light attack. And Captain's going to try and keep him at the end of the range of his spear again, just like he did in that last round and in this first flag. Oh, but gets perfect parried. But Danilo cancels his follow up into a dash, and then beautiful. Eventually takes it with a couple of exchanges there in the pocket. It looks like we're going to see a switch up back to Mio, which I think the character went best for CaptnAdler. I think he could take this, but Shenyan now from Danilo. This could be interesting, because Shenyan's a tricky character to adapt to. Yeah, just because his lights come out so fast in the pocket. I think I've heard other people say about Shenyan, he's really good in the pocket, really good at far range. Obviously, he has that huge range on his heavy. Oh, nice little interruption, change of tempo, change of direction there from CaptnAdler. But yeah, Shenyan's really good, sort of. He has that far range attack. He's really good in the pocket. In the mid range is where he struggles. So like II or someone can kind of bully him in that range, because she can just stay there and throw her lights. But CaptnAdler's doing a good job here, just keeping on the edge of the range of the Bingwo, and then punishing with a heavy of his own. That was nicely done. Nice patient play. He tried to parry that almost certainly and just slightly mistimed it, which squares up this match. This is a pretty intense moment. Whoever goes to 4, whoever goes to a match point for the overall match first, whoever wins this round. He's staying at range, but he's running out of room. That's the only trouble with that strategy. I would do the same thing against Shenyan, is back up away from that super long range heavy, because you don't want to be anywhere near it. But that's the trouble, is if he forces you to the edge of the map, you got nowhere else to run. Back to Yasuke for Danilo now, and it's his match point. CaptnAdler had a lead for quite a substantial portion of this overall match. He'll be wanting to finish it off here. First, he needs to catch up again. He's back as his preferred character, I'd have thought. I think the character he performed best as here. Ooh, but gets parried and then to a light. That was nicely done from Danilo. CaptnAdler was kind of throwing a lot of different things, trying to get through with something, trying to make things work is what you have to do, but just got slightly better parried. Oh, but nice timing, a nice mix-up again. That was beautiful. He waited a little bit. Danilo still got the parry, but then that little wait allowed him to perfect parry his riposte and then finish the match there. That was really nice. Dashes in, throws the heavy, and again that sort of weird timing messed him up. Or I think he'd just thrown his own attack. Let's see what this round brings. It's match point for CaptnAdler. This is where he wants to be. Nice, and he squares it up. It's 4-4. Could we hope for a more exciting co-main event to this USFC 2? It all comes down to this final round. What characters are they going to play? Let's see. Shenyang versus Mio. Danilo won this round last time. Let's see who's going to win it. Let's see who's going to take on Wicked Out End for the interim title belt. Who's going to get the privilege? Who wants it more? Oh, just on the edge of the range of the heavy there, and 2 dashes finish it off. Nice. Just messed with Danilo's timing there. He couldn't get parrying. An early lead for CaptnAdler. Nice parry, nice counter with the heavy, but just out of range. Nice dash out of range from Danilo. He keeps feinting with this heavy. He keeps trying to keep CaptnAdler guessing, but Captain's just kind of keeping at the edge of the range of it, so he doesn't have to worry about it as much. And then he's doing this nice strategy where he dashes in. And nice, it pays off again. It's now match point for CaptnAdler. He could take this whole match. He could become... Well, he could get the shot to become interim title holder of the USFC. He lands. That was really nice. He landed that light attack in order to... Oh! And then messes with the timing and lands a heavy. Beautiful.